Hey guys, welcome back to Daily Thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that bell so you are notified of all my upcoming videos. Today, my Daily Thoughts is on Daylight Savings Time. So now let's get into my Daily Thoughts. Daylight Savings Time. Daylight saving time, also referred to as daylight savings time or simply daylight time and summertime, is the practice of advancing clocks during warmer months so that darkness falls at a later clock time. The typical implementation of daylight savings time is to set clocks forward by 1 hour in the spring forward, and to set clocks back 1 hour in autumn, fall back, to return to standard time. As a result, there is one 23-hour day in late winter or early spring and one 25-hour day in autumn. The idea of aligning waking hours to daylight hours to conserve candles was first proposed in 1784 by U.S. polymath Benjamin Franklin. In a satirical letter to the editor of the Journal of Paris, Franklin suggested that waking up earlier in the summer would economize candle usage and calculated considerable savings. In 1895, New Zealand entomologist and astronomer George Hudson proposed the idea of changing clocks by 2 hours every spring to the Wellington Philosophical Society. In 1907, British resident William Willett presented the idea as a way to save energy. After some serious consideration, it was not implemented. In 1908, Port Arthur in Ontario, Canada, started using daylight savings time. Starting on August 30th, 1916, the German Empire and Austria-Hungary each organized the first nationwide implementation in their jurisdictions. Many countries have used daylight savings time at various times since then, particularly since the 1970s energy crisis. Daylight savings time is generally not observed near the equator, where sunrise and sunset times do not vary enough to justify it. Some countries observe it only in some regions. For example, parts of Australia observe it, while other parts do not. Conversely, it is not observed in some places at high altitudes because there are wide variations in sunrise and sunset, and a 1 hour shift would relatively not make much difference. The United States observes it except in the states of Hawaii and Arizona. A minority of the world population uses daylight savings time. Asia and Africa generally do not. As of 2022, daylight savings time is observed in most of Europe, most of North America, and parts of Asia around the Northern Hemisphere summer, and in parts of South America and Oceania around the Southern Hemisphere summer. In 2014, Scott Yates, a former journalist and publicist, started to aggressively lobby for permanent daylight savings time in the whole of the United States. In March of 2022, The U.S. Senate passed legislation that would make daylight savings time permanent starting in 2023, ending the twice annual changing of clocks in a move promoted by supporters advocating brighter afternoons and more economic activity. So, for those of us in the U.S., starting in spring 2024, our clocks will spring forward forever. I hope this topic of daylight saving time has been interesting and helpful to you guys. I'll leave additional information in the description of this video. As always, please give me comments and let me know what you thought about it. I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, I offer you peace and blessings from the West Side. Please follow me on all my other social media. And until we see each other the next time, I'm out, you guys.